Ah, it's time to motherfucking work out. I messed up my hand somehow, man. I think it's from holding the sign too much or something, but it's like acting funny. It feels weird. You know what I'm saying? It hurts a little bit, but you know, whatever. Boy, I'm dropping more weight and more body fat percentage I drop, the more they look at a brother, man. That's what I like to see, man. I like to be looked at. You feel what I said? These females be looking at me, cutting their eyes at me in the corner. You know, they be cutting their eyes at me, man. Because, you know, fit motherfucker is hard to find, man. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker who works out, who got muscle, that's rare around here anyway. Everybody else around here, they just look normal. I'm the only one that look like this around here. I saw one Indian girl, she's really thin. She was cutting her eyes at me today. I was like, okay, yeah. And I looked at her makeup. I looked at her, you know, from the waist down, and I got a good look at her. I was like, okay, I'll hit that. You know, she's about, I don't know, like a 5 in looks. She's average looking, maybe slightly below average looking, or something like that. A 4.5. So what's up with it? Uh, what's up with it, Captain Commander? She's about a 4.5, man. And she's really slender, not a whole lot of booty. You know, me, I like a nice big ass. I don't give a fuck what nobody think, man. I like a female with a nice big rump. You feel what I'm saying? You know. Now I'll deal with the thin ones. I ain't too picky with them either, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know. I ain't too picky with them. I'll get with. Good morning, man. I prefer thick. A woman with a nice big rump. You know what I'm saying? I done had sex with women who were thin. The pussy was still good. You know, still good, you feel me? You hit it from the back. You know what I'm saying? Hit it from the front. She get on top. She got long legs too. See, I like long legs. Yo, I don't know, man, when you fit, these women, the tiger just comes out of them, man. When you got 6-pack abs and stuff, and my 6-pack abs are coming in, baby. Let me tell you, man, I'm getting closer and closer to my goal. It took a minute to lean the fuck out, man. I just stopped eating in the daytime. That's when I started making more progress. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these women, they come out proud, man. But my only thing that's fucking me up, man, is my financial situation. If I can get that out of the way, I'll be one fucking machine, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know. But right now, I'm suffering financially and mentally. You feel what I'm saying? I'm suffering. You know, haven't had no coochie in a long time. You know what I'm saying? I'm on this bag chase, and I'm like, dude, we gotta do something about this bag. We gotta get the bag. We gotta get our own spot, my own car. Bruh, if I had all that together, I wouldn't be not having sex. I'll be having sex. I'll be fucking young females right now. I prefer young females, you know, women in their 20s and shit. Young females turn me the fuck on, man. But I know this bag chase ain't gonna last forever, man. And that's why I say I choose the bag chase over suffering forever, man, or struggling forever. Because it's like, you know, you at least, you know, like if you don't chase the bag, right, you can suffer forever, man. Matter of fact, you will suffer forever. But you know, if you don't, what's up with it, Credo? If you're on a bag chase, but eventually you'll come out of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? Eventually you're gonna get a bag. You know. But if I choose to sit back and don't do anything about my situation, I will be poor until the day that I die. I don't want that to happen. Feel what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be poor until the day that they die. You know. That's why I work out, man. I work out. You know, I got good physique now. You know, the body fat percentage has came down to the way I like it. You feel what I'm saying? You know. What's up with it, Big? What's up with it, Big J? What's up with Big J? You say you remember me from the early 10s, huh? Boy, that's a long time ago. Now I started this channel, back in 2013, 14, something like that. Yeah. You know. You know what I'm saying? Where the seagulls at today? They not around? For some reason, I always attract women that are really thin. There's nothing wrong with thin women, man, but I prefer thick, goddammit. Shit. I don't mind thin. I'll fuck thin, bro. I'll fuck thin women, but that's not my preference. I like them with a nice big stallion booty. You feel what I'm saying? I want a stallion booty. Hit that fat ass from the back. Booty jiggling everywhere. Booty moving. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. See? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, we should feel what I'm saying. But like I said, man, I choose the bag chase over a life sentence or a lifetime of struggling. You know what I mean? Like, you know, eventually, man, if you keep chasing the bag, eventually you'll get it and you'll get out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? But some guys, they sit back and they choose to not do anything about the situation, which is going to make things worse. You're just gonna be in that situation for the remaining years of your life, man. That's all. And I don't want to be in a situation for the remaining years of my life. I want to eventually come out of this situation and be up on the beach somewhere with a woman with a fat booty. You feel what I'm saying? You know, drinking vodka lemonade. You know what I'm saying? Lemonade vodka. You feel what I'm saying? playing around with my dog on the beach. And did I say I have a fat booty woman on the side of me? That's what I want to be chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to be chilling, bro. I don't want to be struggling, trying to pay bills and driving a fucked up ass car for the rest of my life and shit. Nah, I don't want that shit, man. Fuck all that shit, bro. You don't want that for your life, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Why would you want that for your life? Why would you want that for your life, man? A lot of guys don't get it, man. Get on the bag chase, bro. It won't last forever. It's like school, too. You know, motherfuckers going to school, you know, eventually they're going to get past that, you know, eating top ramen and eating soup for dinner, you know, soup with rice and hot links in it, you know what I'm saying? Eating, let me get some water. You know, eating poorly, you know what I'm saying? You know, while they're going to school and stuff, you know, they starving students, right? But eventually, when they get that degree in their hand, they're gonna be making a whole lot more money, and they'll be out of that situation. Now, it's, you know, only 4 or 5 years of your life, right, to get a degree, depending on what degree you're going for. Like if you're going for like a doctor or a lawyer degree, it'll probably be 6 or 7 years or whatever. And you get past that part in your life, man. You know, and eventually after 6 or 7 years pass by, you get a degree, you got the doctor bag, and now you're a doctor. Now you're out of that situation. Versus like letting 5 or 6, 7 years go by and you're still in the same spot. You feel what I'm saying? You know, that's not a good thing to do. I mean, I'd rather go down the road where I get out of that situation within 5 or 6 years or 7 years than be in that same situation. You feel what I'm saying? After 5 or 6, 7 years. After 5 or 6, 7 years, I'll you know, feel what I'm saying? I don't want to be in that situation. So that's how I look at things. I said, well, I could take the bag chase. Well, the bag chase is only 4, 5, 6 years. Or I could just sit back and do nothing and let 4, 5, 6 years pass by and I'm still in the same spot. You feel what I'm saying? No, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be in the same spot. Do I got any pre-workout, man? Because eventually one day I want to see some nice cars, you know, Lamborghinis or Porsche. You feel what I'm saying? I'm looking for my... God damn, man. I want to be living good in the future. I don't want to live like this forever and ever and ever. Some guys don't do nothing about their situation, so they're going to be stuck there for the remaining years of their life. You know, they'll never get out of that situation if they don't do nothing. For example, Heat Secede, bro. He stayed in that situation, man. I mean, how many years passed by? I think I found Heat Secede. I found his channel how long ago? Like 8 years ago, man. Back when I think I was living with my ex-girlfriend or something like that. Somebody gave me gummy bears. They're not gonna eat this shit. Gummy bears are fucking dangerous. They put on all kinds of pounds. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather stay with the bag chase, guys, because that's gonna help me out. That's gonna get me out of my situation. You know, you're not gonna be in this situation forever, man. If you're on this bag chase, you feel me? Because you can stay in that situation forever, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nah, I don't want to stay in this situation forever. Eventually, I'm coming out. I'm getting out of this shit, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm getting out of this shit. It's time for me to do what I gotta do and leave this place behind. You know. And life sucks when you're broke, you know. You ain't got no money, bro. That's the worst thing for a man to even experience. It's like, damn, not having money. If you had money, bro, your life would be so good with women. Not just with women, but life would be good all over. You know what I'm saying? Life would be a ton of good right now. But since, you know, you ain't got no money, your life is gonna suck. Your life won't be good with women until you get your money right. I don't care, man. Like, women like men having their shit together. That's how they built, though. They like security. You gotta spend your whole entire life chasing that security, bro, so you can get in good with women. I guarantee you get that bag, you're gonna get good. Your life is gonna be good with women, bro. You're gonna be getting laid all the time. You're gonna be having young females approaching you. You're gonna be laying down with young women, and you know what I'm saying. You're not gonna have a struggle getting the cooch, man. You're not gonna have any droughts or anything. You'll always be able to find a girlfriend, always, with the bag. That's why it's so important for you to obtain it, man. Stop being a loser, bro. Stop being a loser and get that bag at all costs, man. Because this shit could last forever, man. I don't want this to last forever, you know? I don't want this to last forever. I want this shit to be over with eventually in the future. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get done. Let me work out right now, man. It's time for me to work out. You know, life is short. Yeah, it is, man. That's why you gotta enjoy it while you can. You see, I don't want to go out being poor. You feel what I'm saying? I want to go out living good. You know, I want to go out in my 70s or 80s or something like that. I don't want to die in my 40s and 50s, man. I want to spend those years, you know, enjoying it with my money. Enjoying my money, enjoying life, enjoying having sex, enjoying being on dates all the time, dating, having a really good dating life, enjoying having my girlfriend ride with me in my Porsche, enjoying going to the beach, you know, hanging out with my dog and my girlfriend, having a normal fucking life instead of living like a damn peasant, man. Who wants to live like a peasant their whole entire life? You feel what I'm saying? Going on vacation with my girlfriend, traveling with my girlfriend on the planes and stuff. You know, sipping champagne on the plane. You know, they be passing around drinks on the plane and shit. You know, I'm sipping champagne on the airplane. You know, me and my girlfriend, we toast together, we holding hands. You know, I'm talking about that type of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Pulling up in something immaculate, pulling up in a brand new fucking Porsche. You know, got a nice condo, you know, or a house, you know, with you know what I'm saying? Starting a family, busting nuts inside a coochie raw, babies coming out 9 months later. Having a fucking normal life, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I'm chasing this bag today, so I can have that. That means a lot to me, man. You know? But I'm gonna end this live, man, because I gotta work out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I want a normal life, man. I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. Struggling, hurting, frustrated, sexually frustrated. You guys have a good day. I'll see y'all on the next one. I got no more talk. I'm out.